Well, it's time for our PS Vita hearts to look like this. I mean, we're talking about hacks and homebrew, so like dark. You guys get it. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. My oh my, has it already been 2 weeks? Well, I guess it has been because here we are. As crazy as it may sound, well, actually not really. The PS Vita homebrew / hacking community is even busy with more things going on as of late. Yeah, I don't think we're exactly surprised by this turn of events. And I'm about to touch up on some of those things that have been going on as of recent. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Which one of these interested you? What hacks and homebrews do you have installed on your Vita? I'd love to know. Alright, here's the first bit of homebrew / hacking news, because that's usually what we start off with. The first. Why did I say that? I don't know. Oh, and also because the PS Vita can always use more survival horror games, and that's really an understatement. Man, we're dying for this genre. No pun intended. VitaDB has announced that Five Nights at Freddy's version 1.10 by Colby5874 can now be downloaded from Vita Database, or VHBB, or Easy VPK, my personal choice here. And he also has extra info available on Rin's website, as you can see from this screen here. Now, I'm assuming most of you out there already know about Five Nights at Freddy's because it's been around since what? Since like 2014? And it still scares me to this day. I'll never look at Chuck E. Cheese the same way again. But just so I don't pass up this game, I'm gonna just read real quickly on the description here. Welcome to your new summer job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where kids and parents alike come for entertainment and food. And, probably murder too. This is a horror game. The main attraction is Freddy Fazbear, of course, and his two friends. They are animatronic robots programmed to please the crowds, but in a more gruesome, bloody manner. Basically, this title is Jump Scare the Game, and we love it for it. So if you've always wanted to play this on your Vita on the go, maybe with like the sheets over your head or something, now you got the chance. Okay, so you remember how I mentioned in the last video that we had a new adrenaline mod? No, not that kind of adrenaline. Available for the PS Vita, which allows you to play your PSP games as if your Vita was one. It's a pretty magical concept if you ask me. Unfortunately, however, though, that mod has since been taken down, and it looks like there was some sort of controversy around it regarding its actual legitimacy. Oh, kind of like this channel. And although a lot of the information we had regarding this mod has since been deleted from the internet, from what I have been hearing, the mod was covered in one thing: malware. So it's probably best that it was taken down. So we have a new mod for the lock screen called Fruitpeel, and it changes the lock screen's background wallpaper. I'll be honest here, I'm not 100% sure how this works. I guess maybe it's like a lock screen within a lock screen. I don't know, this whole topic confuses me. But the individual that created it did use waifus as an example for the lock screen, so I'm all down with that. I'll have a link in the description for anybody who is interested in downloading it. Honestly, it's small hacks like this that end up being some of my favorites in the end. And just always remember, I'm not biased. So all this news is all well and good, but let's get to the big stuff. And when I mean big, I mean a huge enchilada here. Man, I'm hungry. GTA Vice City has finally launched for PS Vita, and everybody has been asking me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is officially on the Vita, and it's a game that takes place in the 80s, so we're already off to a good start. Welcome to Vice City. Welcome to the 1980s. From the decade of big hair. I remember when I had hair. Excess and pastel suits comes a story of one man's rise to the top of the criminal pile. I thought it'd be Empire. Vice City, a huge urban sprawl ranging from the beach to the swamps and to the glitz of the ghetto, which is usually where I find my hopes and dreams, was one of the most varied, complete, and alive digital cities ever created, combining open-world gameplay with a character-driven narrative. You arrive in a town brimming with delights and degradation, and given the opportunity to take it over as you choose. I mean, it's a GTA game. You just gotta come to expect pillage and plundering. Also, why did the description talk about hookers? They're people too. Oh, but the hits don't stop there. Would you guys believe me if I had told you that not only have we gotten GTA Vice City, but we also have gotten Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Is it safe to say that the PS Vita is the most awesomest handheld in the world? I think it's safe to say that at this point. Yep, it's out for Vita. 5 years ago, Carl Johnson escaped from the pressures of life in Los Santos, San Andreas, a city tearing itself apart with gang trouble, drugs, and corruption. And hookers. I just added that line. Where film stars and millionaires do their best to avoid the dealers and the gangbangers. Always has to be about the gangbangers. Now, it's the early 90s. Aw, Carl's got to go home. His mother has been murdered. His family has fallen apart and his childhood friends are heading towards disaster. On his return to the neighborhood, a couple of corrupt cops frame him for a homicide. CJ is forced on a journey to take action across the entire state of San Andreas to save his family and to take control of the streets, among other things that we won't mention here. Now to address the elephant in the room. As great as all of this news is, it doesn't not come with its own snafus. But unfortunately, due to the fact that these two games in particular have been getting a ton of press lately around the internet, at least as far as Vita standards go anyway, it sort of kinda caught the attention of Rockstar. And when I say kinda sort of, I mean it did. Well, at least with GTA 3 and Vice City. And as you can see, Take-Two Interactive has shut down reverse engineered versions of GTA 3 and Vice City. And as far as I know, have been removed from GitHub. So if you haven't had a chance to download these games yet, don't forget, the internet never forgets. And if anyone down in the comments section has any information of where you can still get these games at, please comment down below. We need some gangbanger love here, people. Man, I just hate ending on bad news, but what can you do? Man, I'm depressed now. So guys, that's all of the information I have as far as the hackings and homebrews go for this month of March 2021. But hey, what did I miss? What would you like to see in an upcoming homebrew and hacking video? Make sure to tell me all about it down below. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Hero Acer, BMF, Phantom XRS, Gutter Drums, Adam Sondi, Clayton Malarkey, Saul Ramirez, Hemdall Imbert, PSVita S, Joshua Williams, Kyle Brooks, JR, Jared Haddo, Richard Cruz, Laurie Sweeney, Kevin Enright, E-Rock, Jelle, Heston Joseph, Per Sterner, Mario Cruz, Aaron Swanson, Adam Thury, Wendy K, David Ray, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Rodrigo Vera, Larry Anderson, Mozgus, Jesus Hernandez, Smug Wolf, Matt Hargett, Dr. Super Artie, Kayonko, Sakib Alam, Ronan Alganto, Romp King, Burzin Mystery, Cobble Trappa, Tasha Monti, Donut Valley, Eric DeWitt, Jackie, Juan M. Hermosillo, Azumara, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk Sama, Neo Arashi, Reiko Star, Matt Fox, B Mystery, Makis Blob, Alan Iwazu, Shin Snake, Joseph Raismick, Frayton, and Zick Credo. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screener, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. You know, come to think of it, was that PS Vita metaphor I made at the beginning a bit too dark? Get it? Dark.